Okay, it's good to see all of you. I'm Carrie Dara with Grow Cedar Valley, and today I'm here with my friends and collaborators on a great project and a great announcement for the Cedar Valley today. As you know, at Grow Cedar Valley, we're working all the time on helping remove barriers for our companies and our workforce to grow. And we've known for many, many years that childcare access and affordability is one of those barriers that we've needed to get on top of and really work hard to make sure that our workforce and our businesses can have access to continue to grow their businesses and continue to grow their lives. So right now, I'd like to introduce you to the folks from Cedar Valley Kids Child Care Planning Board. So we have Mary Jansen from Child Care Resource and Referral, and Dan Levi from Levi Architecture, Kyle Rode, CPM Holdings, Katie Morris from VGM, and Allison Petit from UNI. Then we also have Sonia Thrall and Chris Hansen from Western Home Communities. And at this time, I think I'm going to turn it over to Chris with an announcement and exciting information, and more importantly, why Western Home has become one of the cheerleaders and champions to make sure that this project moves forward. Chris?
Well, thanks, Carrie. Pleasure to be here with everybody this morning, and very exciting news that we have a site picked out, courtesy of Ben Stroh. Thank you so much, Ben, for being willing to donate the land at North Crossing, which I don't know if everybody knows where that's at, but Highway 63 in Donald, kind of kitty corner from Allen Hospital. And we're just excited as can be to have an initial site, I guess I'll call it, because the goal will be to have additional sites throughout the Cedar Valley as well. Yeah, Carrie, I can tell you why Western Home Communities is very involved and wanted to help lead this. Gosh, time flies, and especially when you throw a pandemic year in there, it seems like all my spatial and time has gone away. But I don't know, Sonia, we probably started talking about this about 5 years ago. And then I think with this group in earnest, probably 2.5, 3 years ago. And part of it was an intrinsic thing that we knew, I think, that the community was underserved. We're certainly served by a lot of great providers today. I don't want anybody to get that notion here. But Carrie, I think we meaning Grow Cedar Valley and the community, both communities, Cedar Falls and Waterloo, did a study back there somewhere 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and identified a need for 2,500 more slots, I believe at a minimum, for kids that didn't have an opportunity to have childcare in the Cedar Valley. And of course, we're one of the major employers, along with VGM, along with both health systems and UNI, and pretty much and Kyle had been in a previous role with Omega, and we just knew the economic impact that it was having, that we didn't have places for childcare to be served in that, and that was restricting the flow of folks into the workforce for all of our businesses, but let alone everything else in the Cedar Valley. So to Carrie's point, this has really been a goal to try to help the whole region as much as anything. Of course, I will say with Western Home Communities, we're pretty excited about the opportunity for intergenerational things to go on with volunteer services. And I don't think it's a secret to anybody that the future is going to be folks might not have the income and the resources that we've had in the past. And so potentially this is a great opportunity for some workforce to come out of some senior living opportunities as well, but certainly support our needs from our CNAs and our nurses, and all of our staff. That goes across everything. And I know, both Mercy One and definitely Unity Point are excited about this as well, and other providers in the region. So I think it's just been wonderful. Mary and Dan have jumped in with to help Cedar Valley kids with all the resources that they have. I'll let them talk about that. And then the formation of a nonprofit board and a nonprofit organization called Cedar Valley Kids. Again, the goal here is to figure out some additional locations as well. But we wanted to get started, and Ben stepped up. And so we're just proud as can be, and proud of all the partners, especially Katie, you, Mike, and VGM, and looking forward to working with you and I much closer. And it just creates all kinds of win-win opportunities. But with that, Carrie, I think I'll throw it back to you.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, the collaborations and the opportunities that this will present is just outstanding. And so we can't wait to be able to push out even more information as they occur. But there are a couple other highlights I'd like to include. There will be a website. I know Mary will touch on some of this. There will be a website created in the next few weeks for a landing page. So stay tuned for that website announcement. But for additional questions right now, you can email Cedar Valley Kids CC, cedarvalleykidscc@gmail.com. And we'll go ahead and put that out there as well. Also, a fundraising campaign for the majority or the remaining portion of the project will be launched this summer. And then hopefully the construction will begin in a year, which is awesome. They've also received money already through the Challenge Grant, through Workforce Development and Governor Reynolds' office. And also Iowa Women's Foundation, who is also very, very on top of the need for childcare across the state of Iowa. So these grants are helping to develop the site plans and begin first steps of the project. And also a special thanks to the City of Waterloo and their dedication to this project, especially with this location. And again, along with Ben Stroh, who stepped up with his generosity in donating the land. So thank you to all of those partners. So Mary, I'll hand it over to you. I think there's some other details you want to include. And then if there are any comments that folks who are listening want to put in the comment box, the chat box, if we can't get to them today, somebody will circle back and get information to you as soon as possible. So go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, no, thanks, Carrie. Hey, we're really excited about this project. It's an honor to work alongside of all of these people on the team, and we're just excited to bring a one-of-a-kind partnership to the Cedar Valley, where businesses can reserve spaces and also know quality, affordable childcare will be available for them. So we're excited to get the first site going. And just like you said, we can't thank the City of Waterloo, Mayor Hart and his leadership, and also Ben Stroh just for his generosity. So again, we will post the website through you when that is created, and then folks can watch for updates on the project as we continue to move forward. And then a few other things is the Black Hawk Child Care Coalition, which is really how this idea started. We continue to work on finding barriers for childcare. So we're going to host a community meeting coming up in June, and I know Erin's going to put the flyer up, but we're just going to continue to assess the availability, affordability, and accessibility of childcare. So join us on Zoom for a virtual town hall meeting. It's co-sponsored by many folks within the community, also along just like the Women's Foundation, like you said, Dawn's involvement, and then you can RSVP to Esty, and her email there is on that flyer. RSVP to her, and she'll send you the Zoom link to join that day. So exciting. We just want to continue to assess and find out the need within the community. So thanks, Carrie, for your support, and we will keep you posted on next steps.
You bet. You bet. Well, that's it for the highlights. That's a great announcement. It's a great way to start our week and to start the beginning of the making sure that childcare in the Cedar Valley is a priority. And thanks to all of you on the screen for your leadership within your organizations and the community for making sure this stays in front of the people that can make the decisions to make this happen. So with that, I will sign off, but we couldn't be more proud to be a partner with all of you. So thank you for the update, and we'll look forward to more. So thanks so much. Bye-bye.